If you're a dribbler, make sure that you avoid these 3 common mistakes. Even with 3 defenders surrounding him, Messi can make it look easy. But unfortunately, there is only one Messi. And there's lots of things that we can all learn to develop our game. So today we're going to take a look at the mistakes dribblers usually make and how you can change that. Avoid these 3 common mistakes and you'll be much more confident and better on the ball when you take on your opponent. And 1v1 against an opponent can be one of the most difficult things in the game. So you've got to learn the techniques and you've got to understand what some of the causes and problems are when you lose the ball. Coming in at the number 3 is making sure that you're not predictable. It may seem simple, but in general, it actually is. Make sure that you're not doing the same thing over and over again. In the days now of inside forwards or inverted wingers, where players cut inside onto their strong foot, it is important that you don't do the same thing over and over again. Continually cutting inside invites more pressure and brings covering players in and across. This prevents space and it also gives the defender a better chance to predict your next move. So make a change when you play, mix it up. Don't always cut inside onto your favoured foot. Sometimes go on the outside towards your weak foot, giving you a chance to beat the player on the outside and go and get across into the box, which also then can give you a chance to cut inside later on in the game. But players that continually do the same thing become predictable and easier to defend against. So if you do sometimes cut inside or sometimes go on the outside of the defender, you're going to make sure the defender drops deeper to protect the space in behind them, which then gives you a much better opportunity to cut through inside toward goal. Making sure you're not predictable is important, and part of that, and as our number 2, is making sure that you drop your shoulder. Some players don't do this enough. They can focus on all the skills they've got on the footwork and the movement that they have with the ball at their feet. But failing to drop your shoulder makes it much easier for the defender to read. So don't overcomplicate things. Don't stand and do loads of skills without dropping your shoulders. You want to drop the shoulder to get the defender off balance. They're thinking you're going one way and then you change direction to burst past them. But that drop of the shoulder gives you the space to go and accelerate away and dribble past them. So don't focus all on the skills, focus on that body movement and then maybe some quick skill to get away. And coming in at number 1 is not protecting the ball. This is a really common mistake that footballers make. It may seem really simple again, and a lot of the things involved with football actually are. We can overcomplicate things. But protecting the ball helps you prevent defenders from reaching it. And you do that by keeping the ball on the safe side of your body. The safe side of the body is the side of the body that the ball is furthest away from the defender. If you keep the ball here, your body is in between the ball and the defender, creating a barrier to protect it, which makes it much more difficult for that defensive player to reach across and gain access to the ball. If they do, there's a chance they might foul you, so it draws more fouls. But this worry the defender has about giving away these fouls and free kicks gives the attacking player much better opportunity. It allows them to keep the ball on the safe side, making it harder for the defender to tackle, giving the attacker more time and space on the ball. What some players do though is put the ball on the nearest foot to the defender, which encourages the defender to make a tackle. They can get in, get close and get their foot on the ball. If you get your body in the way and get the ball on the furthest side of the body away from the defender, it makes it much harder for the defender to step in and win it. So make sure that you learn to protect the ball by moving the ball to the furthest foot away from that defender and dribbling the ball with control. If your body can protect it, then you've got a much better opportunity at keeping the ball. These 3 mistakes are relatively simple. So focus on these techniques, understand these mistakes, and you're going to become a much better dribbler in these 1v1 situations.